I kind of feel like I'm in this phase where I feel like I've done a lot, but at the same time, I feel like I'm only just getting started. And that's exciting for me. Like there's this energy around, well, in me that feels like, you know, what I'm about to do is just the beginning of whatever is to come next. My name's Fresh the Line. I'm a hip hop artist and producer from Southwest Sydney. I'm here at Happy Mag just to reconnect and share a bit about what's going on in Western Sydney and just what the vibe is with music. I mean, my most recent body of work is called Southwest, and it was an album project. It came out in the middle of the pandemic in 2020. And it was an interesting project, man. Like the whole vision of it was I wanted to really create something that felt like 100% felt like me. And by that I mean, you know, a lot of people wondered about like how me being Punjabi, being Sikh, like how that made sense with being a hip hop artist. And I had a lot of awkward conversations, especially in the early part of my career, around like that kind of duality and that what would seem like a duality, but for me it was just me. And trying to make sense of that and trying to figure out how to explain that. And then it was like, man, I just need to put it in the music, you know, like how do I create a project that sounds like how I feel? Like when I dress up and I've got some fly kicks on, got my hoodie on, I'm walking down the street, got my turban and beard, you know, it's just like, that's who I am. And I want my music to feel that way, as comfortable as that. And so it was this fusion of Punjabi samples and sounds, as well as just strong, hard hip hop beats and me telling a story over those beats that, you know, filled with lessons that I would tell my younger self about how to be yourself, how to be true to yourself and whatnot. And just paint a picture of this kind of complex and cool story from Western Sydney. So I put that album out in the middle of the pandemic. The album had been done for like a year, and we were just waiting and waiting for the right moment to put it out. We had no idea a pandemic was coming. Had we known, we would have put it out maybe a bit sooner, but you know, things happen for a reason. So we didn't get to immediately tour it, which was a shame because so many of those songs were written with live music in mind. You know, like I'd just come off touring extensively and I'd learned so much about how to perform. And I was super excited about these songs. So I was like, man, this is gonna knock so hard. It's so different from everything else right now. Like people are really gonna be blown away by this shit. We couldn't tour it. But then as things opened up, we started to hit the road and I got to play those songs live and realize what that show could be or could have been, you know, and what it is now, I guess, like, cause we're still performing those songs and giving people an opportunity to experience those stories and those beats, while at the same time introducing them to what's coming next. And so played a bunch of shows, including WOMAD and a couple other festivals here and there, Elevate here in Sydney as well. And then just came back from touring and playing a show in New York in Central Park, summer stage during 50 years of hip hop, which was a dream come true. Just an opportunity to kind of give thanks to this music culture and this culture that's given me so much in the heart of in the home of hip hop, and then followed that up with a run of 5 shows in Canada. So just kind of settling back in and gearing up for the release of new music now. The music that I'm making now is something that I feel people haven't heard from me yet. I feel like I'm finding my voice or finding depth to what I can do and finding a level of comfortability, and that excites the hell out of me. And I want people to be able to appreciate that and hear that, and as well as the honesty in the storytelling. I think that's something else that I've become super comfortable with now, is like, you know, sharing the vulnerability and the confidence at the same time and just being super open with it. So I'm excited for people to hear this and flexing my producing chops again and getting back on the beats too. So a lot of this new stuff has my fingerprints and my DNA all over it. Happy Mag, thank you so much for having me. It's been dope to reconnect after such a long time. And yeah, man, excited to be a part of the Mag this edition.